Welcome back, everyone, to the Nevin Shapiro Show. I'm Mike Tirado. I'm here back with Nevin Shapiro, and we're back. No more time off. We're on the steam running. We got 55 days until the season starts. So we're here to give you guys some recruiting updates, and we're going to address the top 5 debate that we had on our last show. We missed a couple people, so we're going to address that. So before the video starts, please click that subscribe button. We're now sponsored by BTN Connect, which is backed by Athlete Narrative, the all-in-one recruiting platform getting kids seen, signed, and to the next level. And of course, as always, let's get into the action. So before we get into these recruiting updates, I want to address our top 5 debate that we went into last podcast. We missed some guys, but to reiterate, we don't script anything on this show, and the questions are all under the gun.
So let me just offer my mea culpa right off the rip to some of the people who have commented out there. This was rapid fire.
Yep.
There's only 1,000 guys that have dominated at this school in their history. 1,000. Right? So, like, I can't remember every single guy rapid fire. So some of our viewers brought some things to my attention, and I can admit fault.
Yeah.
Where there's fault. And it was rapid fire. So I'll let you lead it.
Yes.
But we know where we're going with this.
So let's address the D-line for a second. You mentioned it briefly on your Instagram. Russell Maryland.
Yeah. That was just an omission because there was just too many guys. Russell Maryland's an all-time great, probably top 2 all-time at the University of Miami as far as a collegiate. Won the outlet. He won all the major awards, was dominant, and of course became the first pick of the draft. So that was my error. Everyone else, I stand by, including William Joseph.
100%.
Yeah, you know,
Can't,
I had to.
Had to.
I don't even care what he thinks of me.
So I know a big one that we also did miss, and we got a lot of comments on this, was Dan Morgan.
Okay, right off the rip. So let me just tell the fan base. Dan Morgan may be the best linebacker of all. He may be, as a college University of Miami player.
Yeah.
But where I was incorrect was I didn't give my exact explanation of why I went with Jesse Armstead, Darren Smith, Michael Barrow. I just went with a unit as they were the Bermuda Triangle.
Right.
And they were so dominant. So dominant. And I put Ray Lewis in there as the 4th guy because it was hard to not put him in. But Dan Morgan, absolutely, maybe the best. And I love Dan Morgan. So it was no slight towards him. It was really more of a Bermuda Triangle. I can't put one and not put all 3 in because they're all equal to me, even though my favorite of all time is probably Jesse Armstead. But as a group, I couldn't pass on that. Right. But yeah, you guys are all right. Dan Morgan, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I take that one. That's like an L for me. But it wasn't intended that way.
No, of course. We also did get a comment from a player, Brandon Meriweather, said, I cannot believe that you didn't put me in the best secondary.
I love Brandon Meriweather. You know how I feel. We just saw him, recently. I love Brandon, and he's a hitter. Like, he's an NFL Pro Bowler. Like, he's that guy. I love Brandon. I just went with my top 3, and it's just hard for me to move Bennie, Sean, Ed Reed. You're talking about great top of the food chain.
No, of course.
Ever. And by the way, while we're on that topic, let me address something. So a lot of people made the comments, Ed Reed, best ever, this and that. Maybe he is. But let me just tell you something. Bennie Blades set the template for that University of Miami nasty motherfucker crushing you from deep. Like, you didn't want to go across the middle on that guy. Highest picked safety ever in the NFL draft.
Still.
3rd pick. Maybe this year Caleb Downs gets in. He would be the only one that I could see challenging for that spot. Challenging. Bennie Blades. 3rd pick in the draft. Don't sleep on him. And that was my personal favorite. I love Sean. Love him. God rest his soul. Ed Reed, love him. Who doesn't? Maybe the best safety ever. At the University of Miami, I put Bennie Blades right there, leading the charge, because I'm just big on who set the tone. And he
laid the foundation.
He did.
100%.
I'm not bucking from that.
All right, so let's address the fastest guys ever. We got a lot of comments towards DeMarcus Van Dyke, which is fair.
I missed that one. And that's a great call. Whoever called that in. I missed that, man. DVD flew. Ended up going to my Steelers, too, inevitably. Was played with the Raiders. He was a sub 4.3 guy. I missed that one. I know there was comments on Randall Hill. Randall Hill was not in that, and I loved Randall Hill as well. He flew. But, Mike, there's so many 4.3 guys. You're talking about the fastest. Only one person can be the valedictorian.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's drops. That's not. Someone made a comment, Tory Mitchell, I think, or
Mm-hmm.
and that was such a great call by somebody because no one even remembers him. I think he passed away. God rest his soul. But he was like a flash in the pan type player for us, and that guy flew. I forgot. I can't remember his number or a lot about him, but that guy was blazing. That was a good call, whoever called that.
Yeah.
Amazing call.
We got a lot of comments on our last show,
Yeah, I
and it
love
was great.
it, man.
And,
listen, I love the engagement. I
yeah.
don't know everything. I just know a lot, you know?
100%.
And like, how do you not miss a guy? Randall Hill, he flew, but he just wasn't in that. I'm just telling you.
100%.
And you'd have to go to the equipment rooms and really get those times and this and that. But those other guys were just blazing lightning.
So let's get into the second segment of our show today, which is our recruiting updates. Very unfortunate news. Calvin Russell did not choose the University of Miami. He chose Syracuse.
Well, not only did he do that, he went right like this to Mario Cristobal.
Flip it around. There we go.
My bad. Fucking Mike, there he goes again. I can't take you anywhere.
No,
so
listen,
anyway,
when you
so anyway,
throw me off with these things.
yeah, I know. You know me. I'm stand-up sometimes, not stand-up comedian. Anyway, Calvin Russell, I'm not shocked. It had everything suggesting Miami. I will tell you, I received a call from 2 former players the night he was announcing. They already knew where he was going. And I wasn't all that shocked, to be honest with you. I will tell you that the former players were a little bit pissed off the fact that he got out of here. And I was told that Nevy, Calvin's mom, met with Mario for 3 hours, I was told, the night before. And they put their push on to get him to commit. And there were discussions about money, and they didn't want to go higher because they needed money for other players, which typically I can't defend on Mario's behalf. You know, there's only so much money, man, to go around. You know what I mean? It's just getting out of control. It just is. You know what I mean? Like, this is like an NFL salary cap situation already. And it's just gotten really stupid. And, you know, you just can't get every kid, man. You just can't.
No.
You know, even losing Jeremiah Smith. And, you know, I said this a few shows ago, Mike, you know, when they signed Jackson Cantwell and they gave him that money. What was my comments to you then? I'd rather keep the kids in our backyard. Now, that kid Cantwell could be a franchise offensive lineman. He could be.
Like a Francis Mauigoa.
He could be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who am I to say he's not? Maybe he will be.
Yeah.
He's got all the makings, size-wise, the DNA, his dad's a monster. You know, like, it's all there. Of course, he still has to be developed here. But I just hate losing kids in our backyard, man. And I mean, you know, American Heritage, one thing, Chaminade, another thing. But, man, losing them, like, right in the heart, Northwestern, I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, man. That's how we've been built. Our success has been driven primarily from down here.
My concern with it was that he didn't even have Miami in his top 4. That was my biggest concern I was like, that's just, you know.
You know, Mike, let me get into this. So maybe this is going to be a controversial take. I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to say it to, like, start shit and point fingers at Mario and this and that. But, you know, he's developing a reputation, and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not know it? Do you not hear the same thing I hear? Like, just tell me.
It's hard to.
Tell the fan. Like, am I hearing this by myself?
No, I mean, but we
Okay.
say it, and
Yeah.
then
So,
then
like,
they come
say
and
what you want.
we look
he's
bad.
the greatest recruiter and this and that. Okay, I told you, give him the whole Pro Bowl roster. He still won't go undefeated. I say it. I don't mince words about it. But at some point, you've got to develop these guys. So I'm going to ask you a question. You didn't expect this.
No.
Give me the last highly rated, drafted wide receiver out of the University of Miami.
It would be in your era. 100% in your era. Andre Johnson.
Just give it to me.
Andre Johnson. I think that's probably the last highly drafted receiver.
So, you had guys like Roscoe Parrish, second round, but so,
first round is, I think, Andre Johnson was our last one.
So when you really look at it, and is this me being a hater? No, this isn't me being a hater. This is just being honest. So you can't sell the fluff and keep selling the fluff. It's about what the fuck do you do with these guys to put them in the next level so they can get real money, right? I mean, tell me what I'm saying that's wrong.
Yeah, I hear you.
If you're a parent, you trust your kid to get developed here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answer, but I can tell you this. And I'm not saying Syracuse is the answer. But you got to stand on something, man. You can't have one of these offenses like they scored 40-some-odd points. How could we have three receivers? All right, one guy went to Horton, transferred, right? So Restrepo and Jacoby George, both of them, our tight ends ended up getting drafted. But those guys didn't? Come on, man. What does that say? What does it say?
I hear you. And we spoke about this before. The intel on Isaiah Horton was his family felt like he was not going to be developed here. That's why he inevitably did transfer.
And I don't want to sound like I'm ragging, man, but you got to put yourself in, what if you're the parent of one of these kids? What if you are? And you're, right? You got to look at these things. Man, how's my guy going to the next level to get paid to secure generational wealth? Is that more important than being in South Beach? Yeah. And I'm not saying why would, you know how I feel, man. There's no better place to be than down here. But you better start developing these kids.
100%.
That's it, man.
So we've stated many, many times on our show that Mario has done an amazing job recruiting, which he has. He's done a great job at getting talent here. So my question is, in your opinion, why do you think, just receiver-wise, that we keep missing on the big receivers? Jeremiah Smith, the Calvin Ridleys, the Jerry Judys.
I would say what I just said. I don't know what else could be the answer. Do they have the wrong guys recruiting? I was told that Kevin Beard should have been the one recruiting Calvin Russell. That's what someone told me the night, Saturday, the day before. KB should have been the one recruiting him. Was he? I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. I know Nevy, right? So I would have given my 2 cents, but the kid, I don't even think the kid really knew until the end. Maybe a day or two. A lot of times these kids just go impulse last second. But he said he knew 2 days before, and I had been here in Syracuse for months. I didn't think he was going to actually go there. And I'm not so sure it's 100% done, I'll say. I'm just saying. You have to expect the unexpected in this NIL insanity. Mario might come up with another million. What is an 18-year-old kid or 17-year-old kid that loyal?
No.
Yeah, to Benjamin Franklin. Not the Fran Brown.
And to add to interrupt here, the last highly recruited was actually Philip Dorsett. Philip Dorsett went
first round.
First round. Yep. 29th overall pick to the Indianapolis Colts.
Great. That is my
in 2015.
I thought he was second round, so that would be
great call.
Yep, it's a good call.
And that
just
kid,
wanted to make sure we threw that in there because I know the fans are.
No, that kid,
you're right, man.
That kid flew too.
Listen, he didn't get drafted because of his receiving skills.
Oh,
he was a jet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That is definitely. I'll take the blame on that one. That's a good one.
Yeah. So what? But one guy.
Yeah.
You're not going to remember every single pick.
I would think the one before that is Andre Johnson.
Yep. Andre Johnson was the one before that.
It had to have been.
Yeah. There's nobody else.
Yeah. So when you really cut through the bullshit and just get down to brass tacks, there it is for you.
Yeah.
How do you have so many fucking studs coming out of this area? No one's getting drafted.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me what the problem is. Just saying. I think not Nevin Shapiro's fault. Again.
That's statute of limitations. We already know this.
Oh, God.
So Miami did get a win, though, this week. Okay, we flipped the cornerback Brody Jennings from Michigan. Mm-hmm. So it was a win. So now Rivals has Miami at the 6th overall recruiting class for 2026.
Yeah.
Number 1 class in Florida. 19 total commitments, 1 5-star in Jackson Cantwell, 11 4-stars, 7 3-stars. In my opinion, I really haven't seen this good of recruiting since Butch. Now, obviously, Butch made an insane team, and he's in his own category. But our current situation with the Moss brothers has helped with this money. Do you feel that we're maybe in a situation where we've are going to be overspending because his salary cap is going to come in. And we're in a situation where we might have to restructure these NIL deals.
So here's what's getting back to me from well, you know where.
Yeah.
You hear, right? Mm-hmm. They are putting, if a guy's a high 5-star or a high 4-star, they're just throwing money at rankings. Mm-hmm. And that has has this guy been doing a great job recruiting? You have to say yes.
Yes.
His ratings by whoever does those analytics suggest, yeah, he's loading up recruiting. But from what's getting back to me is they are just spending money on guys that are high-rated guys. And that's why I've said from I don't know how many shows back until now, you have got to have personnel guys that know what the fuck they're doing. So you could say, this guy's not worth that. This guy may be worth more than what we're offering him. And find your diamonds in the rough also. You have to. Just because the guy's a 5-star don't mean you're going to... Says who? Who made him a 5-star? Like, you've got to do personnel scouting.
Eye test.
You have to.
Yep. And
that's why, and I'm not going to keep bringing up Alonzo Highsmith, but that's why he was really great at that position, because he's been doing it for so long at the highest level in the NFL.
And he's a Miami guy.
That's why I say what I say. I don't say it to be a dick. I don't say it to, try to be a hater. It's just not... If he don't win this year, tell me what that recruiting class means again. You just can't throw money at kids and say, all right, they're a 5-star. It's not how it works.
Right.
It's not how it works, man.
And part of my final question was, do you feel that we're going to have to restructure our approach into this recruiting?
I don't know if it's the University of Miami, Mike, or if it's everybody out there. Mm-hmm. This is a new landscape, and it's the Wild West, is it not?
Oh, it's terrible. It's destroying.
I heard Calvin Russell got $3 million. He's a wide receiver. He's 17 years old. 16 years old. I mean, what the fuck has this world come to, man? I warned these fucking low-life assholes from the NCAA. This is what you got.
It's sad. I think it's ruining the sanctity of the sport.
Oh, man, it's ruined it.
And, they don't care anymore about the rivalries. They don't care anymore about playing for your school.
What rivalries even exist? Take off your University of Miami hat, no pun intended. Take off your University of Miami hat, right? And, it's business now. There's no fandom. Yeah, you cheer for your team, but, you're going to get pissed off at a kid because he goes and takes $3 million? What? Someone offers you $3 million? Man, I'll go play in fucking Russia. Who gives a shit? What? $3 million? I'm 17? Dude, send me to fucking Iran. I don't give a fuck. Just saying.
Of course. I mean, how could you? So
the Peanut Gallery. I love him today.
Yeah. The last topic, obviously, it's not really a topic, but we're doing this countdown on our show. We're just going to continue the countdown.
Yeah.
We have 55 days. 55 more days.
Oh, it's amazing.
Until Miami
so excited.
Steps on that field.
Oh, it's the best. We didn't even do our show for a week, and I'm jonesing.
I know. It sucks. Waiting.
I don't even care if anyone follows me. I just like venting.
You just got to get shit off your chest.
I'm not like those other wankster fucking podcasts. Oh, my God, the fucking mockingbirds are singing and the skies are blue and fucking Rapunzel's skipping through my yard. Fucking clowns.
What you're saying is it's like a therapy session in overall then.
I'm like Dr. Phil in this bitch.
I just need to let it out. I just need someone to hear me out.
You know what I mean?
So, as we're getting closer, I keep asking you for a score prediction. Have you came up with one yet?
No, but I do see the line is officially out.
Was it 8.5, right?
No, 3. Notre Dame's favored by 3.
Okay. So that was what Nico was saying earlier.
Yeah. If it was Notre Dame, I'd say 8.5. I'd bet your house. But Feds took mine.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so. Bastards. So anyway, Notre Dame's favored by 3.
Yeah.
Can I get a mulligan? Can I get my crib back?
It'd be nice.
Or at least your statue at the very least.
You know what I mean? So What's your feelings on the line?
Notre Dame's favored by 3. I think we smash them. I really do. I think we just we blast them. I really do, man. And Notre Dame, I just saw lost one of their starting offense linemen. He got into a car accident or something happened, and he's out for the year. And they're coming to our place, man. You know what that place is going to be like. First game of the season. Mario hadn't had a chance to choke on a game yet, you know. So we're coming in fresh and hot.
Yeah. He's got to start. I mean, he started off last year with
We're going to kick their asses, man. I'm telling you, we're going to fuck that team up.
I love it.
At least a 2-score game.
It's amazing.
I really believe that.
I really hope you're right.
Yeah, no cap zone here.
Love it. Do you have one more?
You know, as a Gator fan,
Okay.
the line's at -2.5 for Hurricanes' favorite.
Oh yeah, they got a line out already on that.
It looks like it right
Projected
now.
line?
Miami -2.5.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be some game, man. I think we get it, but that's gonna be.
So you're predicting a win there.
I already told you.
Okay.
5-0. We're coming out of the box.
All right, out of the box, 5-0.
That's it. I'm going against my my former self. Yeah,
10-2.
We're all going to be watching that together.
yeah, we
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
You know where we'll be.
Yeah, because you said SMU and
Virginia
Tech.
Yeah.
Those are your two losses.
Subject to change, of course, but that's you know.
Decision may vary.
No, but the last two games for
AI,
me are
man,
the
we
one.
can change things up. You know what I
I
mean?
hate the last two games. Virginia Tech Pitt on the road, late November, cold.
Difficult situation.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Miami November debacle.
Yeah, listen,
always.
Listen one more time. Think of the Notre Dame fans. Fucking. Keep that hand next to me, will you?
I did ask you in private. I was like, so what's your most hated team
Yeah.
ever?
Well, in honor of someone who's in the room, Penn State would be one of them. And the other one is Notre Dame. And it's clear. Like, I could so easily now see Alabama wasn't shit back in those days when we were dominating, right? But then me doing some prison time in Alabama.
Fuck Alabama now.
You know, that's a fucking urinal in this world. If you've never been to a urinal, oh my God. They don't even flush. It's just a urinal. Don't get me started, man. Now I'm getting into Anthony Bourdain type geography. Let's keep it to football.
Yeah. We're gonna have we have some guests lined up. I just wanted to let you guys know there's some real guests that are just please stay tuned. It's coming. You guys have been asking for a lot of players. They're coming.
Can I have my kitchen tablecloth back that you're wearing? Fucking guy, man.
Kitchen tablecloth. This would have been in the house that the feds took.
Yeah, it was. Did you go to that yard sale?
Did you go to that yard sale?
100%. That's what he works for his recruiting meetings.
That's where I get all my.
To all his recruiting meetings, that's what Nev was wearing.
Well, guys, before you leave, please drop a subscribe. And of course, as always, we'll catch you on the next one.